Hey guys, welcome along to the MishMash Science Lab. Today we are doing a very cool experiment in the lab, and that is around tornadoes. So have you ever seen a tornado on the TV or maybe even in real life before? If you have seen one in real life, that is pretty amazing because they are some scary, tornadoes are pretty scary things. But today we are going to be making our very own tornado in a bottle. So don't worry, it is a lot safer than the real tornadoes, but we've got a few key ingredients and things that you'll need to make it, so let's find out how to do that. So the things you'll need to make your own tornado in a bottle are a jug of cold water, a clear plastic bottle, some glitter, and a few drops of dishwashing liquid. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab my plastic bottle and fill that up about 3/4 full of water. So the important thing is that you have a bottle that has a really tight lid on it, because we're going to be throwing it upside down in the end and spinning the water around in it to make our own mini tornado. So I'll grab my jug of cold water. It doesn't really matter too much what kind of temperature the water is, and we'll see how I can do without spilling it all over the place. But like I say, put about 3/4 of the amount into your bottle. See how we go, not spilling too much. Very proud of myself right now. And then once that is done, we are going to put a few drops of dishwashing liquid in, and that is what is going to help us to see our tornado, because basically what happens is that we make a water vortex. So that's where the water kind of goes into this spiral that you'll see when we make it. But now I'm going to put my lid on the top of the bottle there, and now we can make our tornado. So to do that, I am going to tip my bottle upside down, which is why we need a really strong lid, just so the water doesn't all tip out. And we're going to sort of spin the bottle around in circular motions, and you may see a bit of a vortex start, or a tornado should I say. And then you may have to try it a few times to get the vortex going really well, but I'll just mix around the glitter and the dishwashing liquid a bit, but let's give it a go. Well, how cool is that? Such a cool little experiment. So you can easily do that at home, especially because you've got water, probably some plastic bottles, and maybe some glitter and dishwashing liquid as well. But I've got another experiment to show you, also involving water in a bottle. So come and see now. Alrighty, so our next experiment is making a cloud in a bottle. So if you didn't know, there are 3 ingredients that you need to make a cloud in the normal atmosphere. Those are water vapor, dust, smoke, or other particles in the air, and also a drop in air pressure. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing in our bottle today to make our very own cloud. So let's go and see what we need to make it. So the things you'll need to make our cloud in a bottle are some matches. So it would be great if you had an adult around to help you assist with those matches. Also a clear plastic bottle with a little bit of warm water in the bottom, and a drink bottle lid, so like a sipper top. So firstly, I'm going to grab my water. This is where our cloud is going to develop, I guess you can say. And we've got some warm water in the bottom here. Now I'm going to put my sippy top lid on top and make sure it is closed, because the first thing that clouds need to develop are water vapor. So this happens when warm water evaporates, which is sort of what is happening inside our clear plastic bottle now. And what I'm also going to do is squeeze and release the plastic bottle. It will make a little bit of noise because it's one of those crackly plastic bottles, and that represents the changes in temperature in the air. So when we squeeze it, it gets warmer, and when we release it quickly, it gets colder. So that's what happens in the atmosphere to make clouds. So I'm just going to do that for a little bit and create a bit of water vapor. Cool, so I've added a bit of pressure to the bottle there. It's starting to feel nice and warm. And now I'm going to grab my matches, and this is the part where we are going to add the dust, smoke or air particles, which is the second ingredient that clouds need to form. So I'll open the lid of my bottle And basically I'm going to light the match, or you should get an adult to do that if you're trying it at home for yourself. And I'll let it burn for a bit just so it creates a bit of smoke when I eventually blow it out. And then we're going to try and get the plastic bottle to suck in the smoke. And now when we add pressure to the atmosphere that is inside our plastic bottle, it should start to create its own little cloud. So what I'm doing now is changing the air pressure. I'll stop doing that because it's a little bit loud, but I'm changing the air pressure inside our atmosphere, and that is the third and final ingredient that our clouds need to build themselves, is a drop in air pressure. So you'll see that as I squeeze it, you can't see the clouds anymore, but as I release it, the clouds become a lot more evident. So how cool is that? So maybe try that at home if an adult is around to help you make your very own cloud in a bottle.